All right, hey, good morning, everybody. What's cooking? Let me get the camera. There we go. What's up? Let me get the comments going so I can see what's going on. There, we got it. Make sure the volume's down. All right. Hey, I got people. What's up, people? Hey, Sandy. It's cool out, right? Everybody's freezing. Everybody get their tutus cold. Hey, what's up, Mookie? Hey, buddy. Yeah, Gregory, you got that right. Yeah, we got a little weather coming up. Let's see what everybody's saying. Man, it was what was it this morning? It got down to, well, it says 48 degrees dew point right now. I don't know what. Let me see here if we can see how cold. Oh, it said we got down to 54.5, maybe 55 something here in Oldsmar. That's pretty chilly. 42, Rich Hall, yeah. So what's up with these cold fronts, right? So we got a cold front we're going to talk about. Hey, what's up, Charleston? Heather, what's cooking? Hey, Gail. What's up, Wendy? Wendy, you got a weather name, Wendy. Hey, Maryland. Wow, you're way up there, Marion. Maryland. I got family up that neck of the woods in West Virginia. Myrtle Beach, what's up, Tony? Getting ready to open up the beaches soon. Maybe here in Pinellas County today. I am all for that. Tired of going to Walmart to hang out. All right, hey, Philip. All right, what's cooking? Let's do some little weather here. So this is an animated map on Windy. It's pretty cool, actually. We use Windy a lot, windy.com. I have a link for it right here, windy.com, kind of right there. But it's neat. This little guy here, man, them birds are loud today. Hey, Sarah. Oh, she got her headphones on. Hey, Rich, I do, buddy. Yeah, I do have a weather station. Here's the animated radar, though. Let's take a look at it real quick. This is going. We got storms today developing the lower part, central U.S. here. Then we got that cold front. We got a squall line rolling through here. This is tomorrow. Another cold front. I don't know what's up with these cold fronts here later in the year. Talked about this 3 days ago, all right? And I'm going to show you some graphics again, but the jet stream's definitely dipping down south, and we're getting some vorticity signatures that say we could have some pretty big winds. And now the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting a little bit more yellow eastward tomorrow. And then the squall line is going to make its way into early morning hours here along the peninsula and into Florida. We were showing this again yesterday. I was a little more surprised it wasn't higher storm chances, but it looks like the Storm Prediction Center might be saying we might have a little more wind and storm. So here's the storm line. This is Thursday, noonish. And then the good news is it'll be out of here by Friday. So going to get the tail end of it there overnight, Thursday, Friday morning. But then we're going to have a really good weekend. Dippy jet stream. What's up, Whitney? Yeah, you got that right. In fact, I'll show it to you. But we got a high pressure building in over the Gulf of Mexico here, high pressure clockwise, and we're going to be spinning heat into Texas, 100 degrees into Texas Friday, Saturday. Can you believe it? Already hundreds. That's triple digit heat. Bacon, Alicia, yeah. Hey, listen, we're going camping, by the way. So I don't know if I'll do a live without all this fancy computer stuff. But we're actually going camping for a few days. And I might get a storm chase Thursday night. Oh, hey, what's up, Don? I hope I ordered mine. We did it online. Let me turn my sound off here. I don't remember if I hit submit or not. I had to check that. I don't know if I ever did hit submit. I hope I did. Let me check real quick. We were all online together and we were shopping. It's still in my cart. Son of a bitch. Look at that. There it is. Look, that's the one we were gonna buy together. I buy something from Amazon almost every day. All right, so there we go. We're gonna buy it right now. Cool. All right, so let's talk about the jet stream. I just bought something. See, why is Amazon awesome? Because if I was going to buy that, I would have had to get dressed, comb my hair, take a shower, get in a car, drive 10 minutes away, find a parking spot, walk into Walmart, look for it, fight the crowd, stand in line, and if they didn't have it, go to somewhere else, come home, hour and a half later, and guess what? I just bought it in 2 seconds. Hey, BMJ, yeah, we don't talk weather, we just ramble on. But here's a dip in jet. We're going to talk about the jet. All right, so here's weather real quick, in case anybody's got to get. Here's the Storm Prediction Center today. We have an avocado alert. We showed that yesterday. This is storm threats today. Not highlighting a lot of tornado chances. They got 5%. Well, they got 10% up now. But you can always get one. You can't ever discredit any sort of dark green and up. But there's a storm threat today. It stretches all the way up to the Great Lakes. Big wind event, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, a little bit in Louisiana. Hatched area for wind. Let's see what they're saying for wind. 65 mile an hour plus. Very large hail and a few tornadoes. So there you go. 65 mile an hour plus winds. Large hail, a few tornadoes. That's today. This is your wind. And here's your hail, hatched area, Oklahoma. So unfortunately, that's their weather they're used to. And it's coming today. All right. Tomorrow, storm threat shoves eastward, and we're already got a little yellow spot now. So this is that dip in jet I'm going to show you. This is a couple days ago we posted the Euro. You know, you get a big dip in the jet, you get a lot of instability, and sometimes you get a little increased chances for some tornadoes to pop up. But here's the storm threat tomorrow, and here's the deal with Florida Peninsula and the East Coast. This is going to be later into the night. This thing's going to be moving throughout the day tomorrow's Wednesday. So we're going to have this line moving itself, inching into the Florida Peninsula. And then on Thursday, more in the morning hours for down here in the Florida Peninsula. But, you know, take alert to that. We've seen some pretty nasty weather in dark green. It's only 3 days out. Sometimes they adjust this. And then, of course, Eastern Carolina. So what we've learned this year, whatever happens in the Florida I-4 corridor usually has happened up here in the Eastern Carolinas. So that's on Thursday. So we got severe thunderstorms on Thursday. Let's see what it talks about. This is what we're reading right here. Mid-morning. So they're watching it. Big winds. All right, so let's look at some timing. Let's look at some maps here. Let's see what we're going to look at. So here's the all right, let's do the jet. I'm going to close the window. I'm going to try something new. We call that Tuesday, and Robert, you're probably right. That's pretty accurate, I know. I mean, it's sad, but you guys get big storms out there. So here's the jet stream. Usually when you get a big dip in the jet, you get some pretty unpredictable weather. So anyway, this is the jet forecast Wednesday, Thursday. See the big dip? So we'll watch that. Right now, there's not a lot of chatter on severe storms tomorrow, but you know, I'd definitely be paying attention because you know, you get these jet stream dips and frontal boundaries, and you can have pretty strong squall lines. So let's close that window, and we'll get better. Here's the Euro 700 millibar. This is another vorticity map. This one just basically showing you where our low pressure is. This is on Wednesday, up this neck of the woods. But here's that line of instability. This is we coming across. So we got this is basically a big heavy-duty squall line. This is looking back into tomorrow morning. So there you go. I mean, here's today, instability. And then we get into tomorrow and Thursday, and then it stretches down into the Florida Peninsula. So there's potential here for a pretty strong squall line. So let's look at that. All right, that one's done. Amazon's done. I wanted to look at our Cape values. Rewinding here. Cape values for the Euro. Not showing anything heavy, but still showing that energy into the Florida Peninsula. So Florida Peninsula, Eastern Carolinas, got a couple days here to watch this system and what it's going to do. All right, so let's close that one. I want to look at the high resolution something here. Can I enlarge Virginia? Yeah, I can make Virginia big. We can merge it with West Virginia. Hey, what's up, Don? Yeah, you know what? I seriously think Florida Peninsula can get rocked again, at least with thunder. I got my Leonard Skinner cup today. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. I actually got Allman Brothers shirt on. So we're going camping. And the story of my Allman Brothers shirt is I wore this shirt our first day of camping. Ever since Emily was like an infant, and I don't know how the shirt still fits, but it's my tradition. So I'm wearing my wore out. It's even got paint on it. I got to go to Walmart. I'm going to look like a bum. I have to return something. They're going to be like, look at this guy. I don't even have my receipt. They're going to say, oh, yeah, there's something up with that guy. But anyway, don't judge a book by its cover. All right, let's look at the radar. We'll look at the radar. This is 90 hours or 60 hours out. Pretty good look at. See, look at this sucker, man. I'm telling you what. Pretty good little dip. We're gonna, we might not have the tornadoes in the news. Eastern Carolina dawn. I know. Hey Kim, nothing coming from the Gulf. I don't believe. Let me look. No snow, buddy. If you think it's snowing in Gainesville, you need to lay off the jack. But we do have. Look at this. So we got a big dip. That dip always grabs my attention. But here's that squall line. This is through today. This is going into tomorrow. Look at that. Tomorrow morning, overnight hours. This is overnight. This is like midnight. Squall line setting up. Look at that. And it's going to make its way through Louisiana, South Texas. So Texas, Houston, coastal Texas. Look at this. You're going to get rocked. It's 4 a.m. Louisiana up to Mississippi. This is our line. Here's that big low pressure way up here, and it's pushing all this instability. Then all this Gulf stuff comes up. It's not only is quarantine like Groundhog Day, like you wake up, it's quarantine day again. We do these weather reports, and it's Gulf moisture sucking up into cold fronts again, and it's almost May. What's up with that? Does it get cold in May? I don't know, man. Hey Shannon, yeah, I'm working my way there. I actually have learned over the years to mention Mississippi, because Mississippi folks always feel like they're excluded. I don't know if it's true or not, but everybody misses Mississippi. So I focus on Mississippi. Try to. Took me a while to figure out where it was. It's like a flip of Alabama. They both have a little peninsula. But here's the squall line. This is going to be interesting. All right, so here we go. This is going into Wednesday morning. So tomorrow morning, squall line, South Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. Check it out. This is tomorrow. And this is what's going to get set up for throughout the day. We're going to see what it does. Pretty hefty little line. So we talk about this a lot. The NAM. Okay, there you go, Maryland. We're getting your way, Maryland. There we go. All right, so here's your overnight 2 a.m. estimated. Remember, this is always estimated. Usually, models are slower than reality. So if you got to bet, if it says 2, and you got to bet if it's going to be later or earlier, it's always going to be earlier. Always earlier if you got to bet. But here you go. Here's that squall line Thursday a.m. Look at that. And this is all because of that big dip in the jet. So not sure. It might just be a nasty squall line. But the fact that the NAM, this model's not been predicted very well with Gulf action for Florida. Here's your line here for Maryland. Look at that. Pretty hefty. This is going to be 5 a.m. If the trailers are rocking, don't come a knocking. That's what they say. And, man, we got a lot of comments for really nothing going on. We love Alabama. I should have been in Talladega this weekend. Hey, what's up, AJ? Johnny Cash. Hey, what's up, Rich? What's FROO? Let me know what that means. I'm having a Mississippi girl. Yeah. A lot of supporters. Hey, man, thanks for all the supporters. And by the way, I gotta do a shameless plug here. If you want to support Mike's weather page, because I got people ask me, best way to do it, be a monthly supporter. It's like tipping your bartender. If you appreciate what I do, and you think I'm worth $4.99, go for it. Or just tip your bartender $5 and never see him again. I'll be here with you every day. So appreciate you supporters. We always do a little something more on the side, so they know I love them. But other than that, it's still free. All right, so here's your timeline, and there's our squall line. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be camping down here, so I might be storm chasing 7 in the morning again. Deja vu. We were storm chasing Saturday here in Oldsmar, and I had a tornado go right over my head. But here's that. Look at that big old squall line. Look at that sucker. That's 7 a.m. Thursday, all the way up to the Great Lakes, whipping all the way down into Florida. And it's going to cross Florida. Look at that. So who was asking about Maryland? Thursday morning. Everybody on the East Coast. Look at that. That's Thursday right there. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty interesting, man. I don't think anybody's talking about it. But I am. So I would be paying attention. Carolinas again. Look at this. Not that you can't just look at one model. But what has my attention is that big dip in the jet stream. So I would definitely be on alert Wednesday night, overnight hours. This is overnight hours. You know, Eastern Tennessee, Kentucky, Northern Georgia, right there. This is all overnight. I keep rewinding it and going forward. This is all Wednesday night, tomorrow night, into Thursday morning. So that might be something to really watch. And then, of course, our squall line Thursday morning, 8 a.m., making its way through Florida. And it might make its way south. Not a huge rain event. We showed this yesterday. 5-day rain totals not showing much at all. So it's going to be a quick squall line. But you know how these things go. Whitney, yeah, I better bring back up. I'm going to bring back up flip-flops. But look at that. Not a lot of rain. Not a lot of rain. So, Whitney, you're right. I don't know. You know, I'll admit, the weather to me blends together. And I don't even know what day it is. But to me, it seems a little odd that we're seeing these cold fronts. I got to look back in time. But here, you know, this is that forecast. This is Thursday. This is 8 a.m. That's where our storms are going to be. But we got cold fronts. Look at that, all the way down into Mexico. Look at that. And this is how we get our first tropical system. Usually, these little tails of fronts will dissolve and provide low pressure areas to form, and that's how, you know, tropical systems develop. So usually we'll get a tail of a front that hangs around down here in the Western Caribbean or the Bay of Campeche. Piche. That's French for peachy. Hey, Don, what's Thursday night, Friday? Thursday night and Friday should be clear. Coastal Carolina, Cary. Thursday morning. It's a crazy jet stream. Oh, hey, there you go, Rich. Good job. You're right. Still a chance of frost in May. Yeah, I mean, we got cool weather, man. This is let's go to Tropical Tidbits. It's a free site. We love them. It's right here in the middle of my upper left. But we can look at some temperature models and see what's cooking. But this is this is 60s. You know, here's the deal. Here's our next front coming down. So as our next front comes down Thursday, we're gonna have 60s all the way down to Florida again, 50s and 40s and 30s. This is Friday morning. And then look what happens to Texas. As our high pressure builds back in, we're going to have smoking temperatures. Anything in the white predicted to be 100 degrees plus. So central to western parts of Texas, upper 90s. But, you know, we still got cold fronts coming down. You know, 50s, 40s. Here's a cold one. Look at this. This is May 7th. We could have 30s possibly in the upper elevation mountains there. So actually 30s popping into there May 8th. So as Rich says, always listen to Rich. Cool, Casper. Yep. Hey, 3 to 5 days. There you go. Well, I guess we're on par, man. That's cool. It's definitely every 3 days, it seems like. I don't know. I remember growing up down here, and it seemed like every 7 days. I remember it just seemed like we were in a 7-day pattern, and now we're in like every 3 to 5 day. You're correct. What's up there, Whitney? Else? Brevard. Yeah, you know, Loretta. Yeah, you're right. That was Saturday night. Tornadoes last Saturday night, and Carolinas was a little scary. Definitely caught many by surprise. Another new map here I showed the other day. Let's take a look at this one, too, what it looks like. Yeah, I kind of like that one. Thursday morning. Yeah, see, it makes sense. But that's everything in a nutshell. This is Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Our low pressure way up here in the Great Lakes is going to be pulling up this energy all the way from the Gulf. So it's going to be a lot to look at. Hurricane season, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm afraid hurricane season is gonna really start getting a lot of chatter. Um, People love to predict, and they get excited when there's above average seasons, and you know, I show it every day, but it's a great model I just added to the site. It's right underneath this anomaly map. This is a weekly anomaly map. This one right here, showing you how the Gulf's hot. We showed a lot. Just basically showing you a synopsis here of your weekly surface anomalies, just your weekly. But underneath it is your NOAA overall yearly anomalies, and it just this is cooler Pacific, kind of hinting towards neutral to La Nina pattern. Probably no chance of El Nino. But there's our hot water, and yeah, it's got everybody everybody's talking. Doesn't mean nothing, but if a storm does get going, it'll have plenty of fuel this time of year to become tropical. And really, the only thing you worry about this time of year would be a slow-moving tropical system that dumps a lot of rain. So, like Imelda last year and Harvey, um, you know, rain seemed to be the bigger and surge. Water seems to be the biggest threat for sure. Early in the season, at least rain goes. So, hey Danielle, I'll be going live. I've been going live every day almost, but tropical season for sure. Hey New York, you'll be getting some of this line for sure. Let's go back to the NAM. I mean, here's another shot the euro. I mean, this is going to be a pretty big squall line. Florida all the way up to the Great Lakes. So you're going to get rains and stuff overnight Thursday. Well, depends on what part of New York you are, but pretty much Thursday into Thursday night. So let's go back to the NAM here. This is this is supercell composite. Really not showing much. I mean, this is interesting at least. So we got the storms today. Obviously, this is today. All the supercell. And here's our squall line pushing south overnight. We showed that. This is your supercell map, but this kind of shows you where the chances of bigger storms are. We already showed that threat into tonight, pushing south through Texas eastward. This is kind of showing that. This is 3-4 in the morning. So it's going to be a rocky night, I'm telling you. Along the upper western part of the Gulf states here, rocky night. And then tomorrow, you can see the energy. This is kind of cool. This pops up. Look at that. That's not like we're just looking at colors here, but that just makes sense. This is daytime, 4 or 5 p.m. tomorrow, right? See the storms? And if you go back to the Storm Prediction Center, what do they show tomorrow? The same exact spot. So they're looking at all the same models we're looking at right now, obviously, and they know a lot more than I do, but we can kind of get a sense of what they're thinking, and that's the hot spot tomorrow. And those birds are going psycho today, man. God. What the heck? We've had those birds many seasons. And if you know the story of the birds, that was a whim. That, God, what are they crying about? I think there's a bird out the window. We're live from the tropics, or live from the garden. The birds sing. There is a bird out there. I hear it. We have a bird bath now. I think there's a cardinal out there. So our birds are like, let me loose. So anyway, here's your... All right, so let's go back to radar. Man, the birds are annoying. I'm getting immune to them, but I'm the only one that takes care of the birds. All right, here's that line again. If you're just tuning in, this is the storyline. All right, so obviously today we got storms, normal spot. Somebody said it's just a normal Tuesday in Oklahoma. So hotbed today, right in this area right here. This is where they're watching today. If you're anywhere in this area, big winds, slight chance of tornadoes, hail, centered around the red and the orange. This is today. We talked a lot about that. But then looking at the squall line for tomorrow, here's what happens. This is overnight. This is what's interesting. All right, this starts to form overnight. This is midnight. So pretty much Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi, you got to be alert tonight because this is a pretty good looking squall line. Coming through 3, 4, 5 in the morning, overnight. This is tonight. That sucker's going to make its way down to the Gulf, Houston area for sure. 4, 5 in the morning. So there you go. And then our line sets up tomorrow. There she is, all the way down to the Gulf, all the way up. There she is starting to set up tomorrow afternoon. Texas, or Tennessee, Kentucky, Northwest Georgia. And just a normal squall line. There she goes. Looks pretty hefty, though. This could be trouble overnight again tomorrow. So, Wednesday night into Thursday morning, pay attention. Same spot as last Saturday night. And then, of course, Friday, we already talked about this. Here's your New York question. This is beginning Thursday all the way down to Florida. So that's what's on tap. And then we got a high pressure coming in. High pressure coming in on Friday. And what does that mean? It means basically right here, you can see it. We'll go in a little closer to Levi's site. There it is, high pressure. That's the teaser to hurricane season. High pressure coming in over the southeast, and that is going to make for blue skies and no rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Cool, man. What else is cooking? Pay attention. I'm not always on the money, Ellen. 50% right. That's that. Isn't that average? No. What you guys don't know. This is what you guys don't know is I'll give a forecast, and then an hour later I'll do another one, and I'll say everything opposite, and then I go back in time and I'll delete the one that I was wrong, and then I'll post the one that I was right and say, hey, I was right. I was accused of that. In fact, I deleted a guy one time. He actually said I did things I didn't do. So, anyway, what else is cooking? Jenny, no, the only thing is sometimes these fronts speed up a little bit, but, it's definitely the next 2 days to watch. Hey, Robin Craig, how you doing? Doing good? Yeah, but hey, things are going to be cool, especially, we got a lot of fans in Florida, but and this is, we'll go to the southeast, but, we got these little fronts bopping down in here, and we got, things are kind of cool. Blues are 50 degrees, but look at this. This is today, obviously, and then we got into tomorrow. We're going to get a little warm spell. Still 60s, though. Not bad. This is Wednesday morning. And then Thursday morning, we got the next front coming down. And it's going to leave some cool weather. Here's Friday morning. Look at that. So Friday morning, we're going to have 50s again all across the southeast. Making its way to I-4. This is Friday. Saturday, kind of the same. 50s and 60s. Look at that. 60s, 50s, 60s. So very unusual May cold fronts. Keeping things in the 50s. Look at that. We got 50s on Sunday, too. So we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 50s in the morning. Basically I-4 north, 60 south. This is, of course, everybody in the south. And then we got next week, we'll do it again. There'll be another front. Here's that front, next one coming down. Here's the big one coming down. Look at that. Whew. That's a big one. That's May 7th. But look at that. We got another front. There's your 30s and 40s. Rich, you were right. Look at that. So next week, this time, week from next, we're going to have 40s and 30s all the way up here in the mountains. Next cold front comes down. So, yep, 50% plus. 51%. 50.1. Starbucks. My kids, oh my God. I can't believe we can go to Starbucks for a family of 4 and spend $30 plus at Starbucks. Hey, Casper, no, I did see that right before I went live. I didn't even click on it because I was getting everything ready. I will admit I woke up late. I have to look at that, Rich. Not sure. School time? Nope, not today, Betty. So anyway, sweater. Yeah, all right. So let's see. Last couple things here, and we'll sign off. But that's it for the weather. I'll be camping, and it looks like I'll be storm chasing, and we're going to be down at St. Pete. So, close to the water. Hey, Rich, Southwest so hot. It's just these high pressures, basically. I mean, we're they're kind of in the same boat. These fronts, I think it's all the jet stream. I think the jet stream's sliding more to the east and dipping, pushing more you know, people, the tornado, I'm not big on Tornado Alley, but everybody's saying, you know, a little more action to the east this year. Everything seems to be shit to the east, and that just opens up the door, I think, for more high pressure heat and less influence from the Gulf creating all this instability. So the warmer Gulf is definitely creating more instability for spring storms and allowing more high pressure to build in over the western part of the U.S. So makes sense. All right, what else is cooking? Louis time. Oh, Louis time. Yeah, we had to put Rusty at the vet. We don't take Rusty camping because he couldn't get up the stairs. Hey Ken, nope. Not, the only thing you got to worry about with the heat is this increased. You know, it's gonna be busy. I'll be here. You know. All right, Louis is snoring right now. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's actually snoring. Louis. Nope, he's open. So he just went like this. Louis, come here. Now he's gonna think about it. This is his trend. Louis, come here. Come on, buddy. Now he's got to get enough energy to wake up. So we'll give him a minute. Yeah, hey Don, we took Rusty camping before, but come here, Louis. Come here. Come here. Come here. Wake up. Wake up. Come here. Wake up. Come here. Now he's giving me that look. Yeah, Rusty's just tough. He's big. Camper's not really built for big dogs. I don't think. Well, I'll go pick him up. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. All right. Here we go. I think he's lonely because we took Rusty. So anyway. So there's Louie. Hey, buddy. Say hi to everybody. Can you wave? What do you think? There's our puppy. 2 years old now. Let's see. We could probably all be quiet and he'll fall asleep. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, oh. And he'd fall asleep right here. Watch. Lay down. He's actually got a lot of energy, believe it or not. This is his morning time. He likes to sleep. Right, buddy? He's a good boy. I love him. So we're gonna get another one as soon as Rusty has to go. We'll get a little brother for Louie, but yeah. Somebody asked about campsites. Yeah, it's a KOA. They stayed open. The pool's obviously closed, but hey, you know, I feel a lot safer camping with my family than I sure do going to Walmart. Man, I don't even want to talk about that other side of what's going on, but I don't know about where you live, but the stores around here are absolutely zoos. I tell you, in the traffic, Daniel, I don't know, but man, the traffic does not look like a county that's shut down where I live in Pinellas, because and you can barely find a parking spot when you go to Lowe's. Just saying, it's crazy. All right, so somebody asked about a superstorm bigger than Dorian. Well, I tell you what, Michael was a pretty damn serious hurricane, obviously Cat 5. And Dorian, I mean, come on. I mean, you know, it was so close to Florida. Now, Michael was obviously Florida. And that was just a year or so ago. So, you know, and unfortunately, you know, we had Irma a year before that. So, luckily Irma crossed over Cuba. Remember when we were watching all this together? We got some good, I don't know how to spell Wikipedia. Let's see if we get a track. Here it is. All right, so remember we were tracking Irma. Original models had it going, you know, up this way, and that big hard right turn never happened. We were watching it, but Irma went down just a tick. High pressure pushed it a little bit. This high pressure was blocking that turn, but once it got into Cuba, it ingested some dry air, and unfortunately, Keys still got hit in Naples. But went from red to orange to yellow, meaning it weakened. but Cuba actually helped dry it up a little bit. So that was Irma. And another close call was Matthew. We were watching this one together, all my Florida friends. This one was almost like Dorian, is in a sense that it was so close here. And look, the Outer Banks here got close, skirted in Carolinas, but you know, it was so close. We were like, oh my God, is it going to turn? Is it going to turn? Is it, you know? And it didn't. And luckily, it weakened a little bit by the time it got up north, the East Coast states, but still a lot of water damage and surge. I mean, not discrediting that. I'm just saying how close these systems can come and scare the dickens out of everybody. And then of course Dorian. We better put hurricane. That's Greek Dorian. Then we got this one. You know, Dorian is actually a little farther from Matthew, but it's kind of the same pattern. So. And, you know, they all, you know, interesting, there's something called the Coriolis effect that, not the Beavis and Butthead Cornholio. Let's look at that, because it almost sounds the same. So, what was it? Beavis and Butthead. I never even watched that, really. Cornholio, was that it? Cornholio or something? This one. Oh, that was the whole... I'll probably get banned. Remember, let's see, the Great Cornholio. There it is. So every time I say the Cornholio's effect, somebody always says Beavis and Butthead. I've went off on a tangent. So no, it's called the Hurricane Cornelius effect. And here's that. Here, not Cornholio. It's this thing. And we got images. I guess I can just shoot an image up, but here's a good one. There's all kinds of good stuff on it. Basically, because of the curvature of the Earth and the smaller radius to the north and the south, hurricanes naturally have a poleward notion to go northward because of that. So there's some good videos. Why do hurricanes spin? All because of, you know, they start out spinning down by the equator, and but anyway, bottom line, hurricanes want to naturally go north and then back to the east. So here's Michael. It curved. Everything, you know, if you look back at Dorian and you look back at Matthew, you know, they're usually influenced by fronts and the high pressure, you know, the Atlantic high. And we usually get fronts come down and you know, normally they curve. Sandy was the one that played trickery on everybody because it was so far north and it was such a large subtropical system. It got blocked by high pressure up this way. So, you know, the Euro actually predicted it to go out to sea. Oh, no, this is the one. The Euro predicted Michael to go east coast, and the GFS had it hugging correctly. This is the one that the GFS showed to go out to sea in the Euro. So that's where the models are always either right or wrong. You can't just put all your faith in one model. I always show that example with Hurricane Irma. I don't know if I said Michael. Irma, the Euro always had it hugging the east coast of Florida and missing and going up into the Carolinas here. But the GFS always had it going farther west. And then Sandy, GFS had it going out to sea, which typically most hurricanes do. The Euro picked up on a high pressure up here and had it hooking because there was nowhere to go. So Sandy was an odd one. That was more of a big subtropical system, but it turned. That was a shock. Another trickery one was a couple years ago, Florence. We watched this one come off of Africa together. And when it came off of Africa, almost every forecaster had it curving out to sea, you know, because it came up pretty high. Usually when they get it high like this, you know, the chances are they're going to find a weakness and they're going to go off to sea. Well, Florence started to go up, and Florence strengthened here in the coolest part of the Atlantic with a lot of dust. That was kind of a shock. But it did indeed strengthen out here. And then it weakened. Look at that. and then it got strong again. Then it weakened again. So look at that. Look at this roller coaster. So it forecast to go up, then it forecast to weaken. Well, then it strengthened. Then it turned. Then it weakened. Then it strengthened. Then this is where we got that turn southward back down into the Carolinas because of another high pressure system. So these Cape Verde systems, the ones in the Western Caribbean, usually pull northward and get and they're usually your later season systems, which get more influenced by frontal boundaries. So these fronts open the door and curve our suckers. Now the mid summer systems, there's very cold fronts are hard to find, and systems are more influenced by high pressure systems that normally wouldn't be there later in the season. And then of course we had Harvey. We all watched Harvey together. Harvey was another one that got blocked and had absolutely no steering currents at all. It basically hit a brick wall and it just stalled for days. And we know what happened there. A lot of rain. So, and that was because it got blocked, had nowhere to go. And that was August. So, your later season hurricanes are definitely influenced more by fronts that we normally get later in the season. Like Michael turned a little bit. Florence was September. That was August, September. So, again, we weren't into that late September, October time frame where we get fronts that turn. Wilma, another one late season, turned. So later in the year season, that's why people in Texas always feel like they're off the hook come late September, October, because cold fronts push everything out. So it's kind of interesting. And if you look at hurricane history, where I added that map somewhere. Here's this one. There it is. Nope. I get 3 chances. All right, here's another one. Storm history. Let's do history. Nope, that's on tropical. All right. Past tracks. Nope. Damn it. 3 strikes. Man, my favorite map. Now I'm lost. I have to find it. Down here. Here it is. I found it. 5 strikes. Let me have my coffee here. All right, so I got off on a sidekick. All right, so here's a good map. Hey, good question, Betty Davis. Yes, Casper, correct. All right, so here's this is interesting. Some of this data hasn't been updated in a while, 2009, but history shows you, an idea. Your average first system name, July 9th. This is from 1966 to 2009, just to give you an idea. But your average hurricane, August 10th. So June, July, August 10th. Second hurricane, August 28th. So on average, June, July, tropical storms. First hurricane, early August. Category 3, September 4th was your average first hurricane for a major hurricane. So you can see the progression. It all depends on the as things start getting heated up and shear starts to relax. So early, your average hurricane August 10th, average category 3 September 4th. Doesn't mean that's Atlantic. We have Pacific below it. And here's your tropical formation map we show from May 1st to May 10th. There's only been 2 tropical systems ever in 160 some years. So look at that. Only 2 tropical systems in May from 1851 to 2050. And you see where they started. These are old fronts. So if we were to get one, more than likely, that's, these fronts would die out and we'd get a little tropical system. But then guess what? The next front's going to come down and guess what? It's going to shove it out to sea. History repeats itself. Then we get into May 11th to May 20th. Things get a little more dicey. There's our Pacific season heating up. And then our Atlantic season getting a little bit more activity. That's May 11th through 20th, the history. And then the end of May, way up here. Somehow I got down there. And then, of course, here, the end of May, again, sporadic. Like one every few 20 years, 10 years, I don't know. And then the Pacific really gets going. So it's definitely possible in May. Nothing over here in the Atlantic. Atlantic season doesn't really get going until, let's see when the first ones pop up. So, you know, here's June, one out here south of Bermuda. End of June, we had one in 150 years in June out here. Here's July. Starting to get a few in July pop up out that way. So, and then of course it really starts to heat up. End of July, August 11th. So you can see where it really gets busy. Look at that, August 11th. Holy cow. All right, what else is good? Hey, Greg, what's up, brother? Hey, Fred Fab and Fold. Captain, Carolina Captain. All right, any more questions? I got off. Yeah, Chrissy, we'll be... My sprinklers are going off. I hear them. They sputter. Yeah, it's going to be interesting in a couple weeks. These fronts keep coming down, though. I'm telling you, it's very interesting. These fronts are just back to back to back to back to back. No end in sight. So, the year of the fronts. All right, cool. All right, so again, if you're tuning in today, obviously the storms we're watching across America's heartland there. We got storms brewing from the Gulf Coast all the way up into Minnesota and Wisconsin. Mainly a wind threat. Tornado threats just isolated here to basically Oklahoma. But 5%, you know, chances are there. We could have a tornado watch. And then I went into the threats for tomorrow and Thursday. So we got an interesting setup coming up. I would not let your guard down the next 2 days. We could have some squally weather with some big winds here with that dipping jet stream and all the way to the Florida Peninsula Thursday morning and East Coast Thursday morning. So there you go. Cool beans. Hey, Dennis, what's up? Jacksonville. Well, you got rocked the other day, Dennis. For sure, man. Huh? You've been in the heart of this thing. You're the blobs, Tina. Yeah, we did have a blob a couple days ago, and that was my tornado action. That was fun. I'm going to have to go back and edit or look at my coverage, but I was right underneath a funnel cloud. It was crazy. Tornado warning literally above my head. And I did not know I was filming a funnel cloud until I found out that I was in a tornado warning storm. The Atlantic was blue, and that was Oh, that's the wrong video. That's me. Oh God, isn't it always weird to watch yourself? Here it is. So there's a storm rolling in, and here's the funnel cloud. There it is, right there. That was what was trying to form. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but there was definitely rotation. That's Upper Tampa Bay. I had my weather radio going off, and right when I signed off, it alerted me that I was in a tornado warning. That was last Saturday. That was just a few days ago. So that was very interesting to be there underneath that. There's a warning going off. Kind of hard to hear, but that was my fun. I got up at 5 in the morning. That's diehard. All right, hey, see you, Casper. Avocado blob. Yeah, now we're the year of the avocado. If you like guacamole. I am, Loretta. For sure. All right, well, you guys rock. Remember, I probably won't be live. Maybe do a sitting by the campsite live tomorrow. Hey, Gina. There you go. Yeah, we were rocking, man. I did a Facebook Live. I don't even know how it turned out. The thing I hate about doing Facebook Lives are the quality of the video is only as good as your cell phone signal. It doesn't save unless you use another device. But I tried. I got a Mevo and I got a Hero, and but I like to see the comments. Hey, we were streaming a little bit ago, and I'm in my truck there. So yeah, we had some good moments. I was streaming live. There's me walking. had a hard time focusing. You can't lock focus on an Android. I found out on Facebook Live either. That's what frustrating. So I at least when I did the video without live, I was able to lock the focus in, and so anyway, let's see. 5 p.m. Michael, I doubt it. I will, Maureen. Thanks. Kids are excited. Pinellas County doing their vote today on the beaches and pools. So we have a pool, but it'd be kind of nice to do something we haven't done in a while. All right, well, hey, I hope you all enjoyed it. Appreciate it. I got some work to do, and I'll upload this to YouTube as always. And we'll just watch these storms brewing. I'm telling you, could be an interesting couple days. Storm prediction not showing it, but I still think we're going to have a pretty hefty squall line overnight tonight. So be careful out there, southern upper Gulf here. This squall line is going to roll in tonight, overnight hours. It's going to be right here, and it's going to push south tonight into the Wednesday morning. And then we'll have another squall line again tomorrow afternoon going into tomorrow night, the same area that got hit Saturday. And then my peeps here in Florida and Eastern Carolinas, you're going to be waking up to a squall line again on Thursday. Crazy. Pull weeds. So yeah, Whitney, yeah, you southeast, you're down here. Yeah, you're definitely in the morning hours, man. It's going to be on your doorstep. Could be interesting. Might be one of them, hey man, I didn't even know it was coming. The hell, all this wind. Nobody got time for that. Hey, y'all have a great day. Appreciate it. You guys rock. I could talk all day, but I'm not. So we'll see. I'll do a live maybe from the campsite tomorrow, and we'll talk about this squall line coming. So we'll see ya. See y'all. Be good. Bye, Robert. See you, Dennis. You're welcome, Amanda. Camping, yeah. I got my camping stash. I have to show you my camping stash real quick. Now we got some friends popping down. We know a couple people down that way. We're gonna social distance drink until they tell us we can. But here's our weekend supply. We got a little Jack, little Tito's, got a little Blue Flame Old Smoky. That's always the buzzkill at the end of the night. Got some 101 Wild Turkey. My wife wants to make some fruity drink, so I got some tequila for her. I got plenty of essentials, so there we go. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.